Do you know your ABC? Apply bottom to chair. Unfortunately, that is the reality. But you can make it a little bit more exciting for yourself. Let me show you. It's not always nice to sit down and study. But if you receive the results and it was good, and you know you've done your best, then everything was worth your while. We're going to choose a topic, photosynthesis, and I'm going to give you a couple of study tips. Photosynthesis. You can make associations with difficult words. Associations is when you use a well-known word to help you remember difficult words. A camera also needs some light to take pictures. You can also draw simple pictures when busy summarizing your work. Photo. Photo means light. Synthesis. Synthesis means putting together. When you make a summary of your work, you don't need to write down the whole sentence. Extract the key word from the sentence. The key word is the most important word in the whole sentence. To use keywords, you will unlock a whole sentence for yourself. Process. Green plants make food. That food contains a lot of energy for all living organisms. Needs for the photosynthesis process. Chlorophyll and raw materials. It is a good idea to ask yourself questions while you summarize your work. Light, energy, water, carbon dioxide. Can you remember the 4 raw materials that are used in the process of photosynthesis? Conclusion of this process. Sugar in its simplest form are being produced. That is glucose or carbohydrates. Definitions are always very important. Definition of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the making of glucose or carbohydrates from raw materials. Carbon dioxide and water through light energy from the sun. Capture in chlorophyll. Oxygen is released. Biology and physics symbols can be tricky sometimes. A good idea is to write the symbols down on cards and the answer on the other side. You can ask yourself, You can do it with these symbols. You can learn these symbols in a very creative way. If you're alone, nothing will sound weird. What about singing the symbols or saying them like a robot? C6, H12, O6. It sounds a bit funny, but you are going to remember it. Glucose. Co2. Another unique way to remember your symbol. Carbon dioxide. Henry to Oscar. Water. O2. Oxygen. If you know your chemical formulas, you will be able to write down any equations. CO2 plus H2O plus sunlight, chlorophyll. Enzymes makes C6H12O6, and that is glucose. And oxygen. Try to understand all your work. Don't just try to learn it like a parrot. Stand tall and rethink your work. When you're finished making a summary of all your work, it doesn't mean that you've finished learning. To successfully store the work in your long-term memory, you have to repeat your work a couple of times. Test your knowledge by asking yourself questions about your work, or someone else can ask you questions that will also be of help. I hope that this helped you a little bit. We will look at more study methods in detail at a later stage. Remember to do your ABC, and best of luck with your next test.